guys, welcome back. So today is a little bit different. As you know, HalloweenCostumes.com has their design program going on right now, and my dad had...
Maybe they don't know.
They do.
Okay.
My dad had some ideas for it, and so we worked together to make some images. We did use AI. I know some people are against AI, but my dad he could have drawn it because he is an artist, but he just wasn't feeling it, so we used a program.
I prefer artiste.
Okay.
I'm not an artist.
Whatever.
I don't work in the industry.
It doesn't matter. An artist is just a person who's really good at art, and you're really good at art. But anyway, whatever.
Great job description.
It's true.
Whatever.
We used AI though, so if that makes you uncomfortable, I'm sorry. But that's what we used. But all these ideas are from his brain that he came up with.
Yeah.
So we thought we would go through them.
Because my daughter did not want to come up with anything.
We thought we would go through them.
Very opinionated, but didn't want to come up with anything.
We thought we would go through them with you guys just to show you the ideas that my dad has. And if you guys would be so kind, if you like the ideas, go vote for them. Why not?
No, just do it. Do it. Listen, these are ideas that either been floating in my head for a long time that I've wanted to do myself, or, basically they all have. Just ideas that I'm probably never going to get around to.
Yeah,
anyway,
I think some are a little bit more basic, and then some are a little bit more complicated.
Yeah.
Some I don't even know if they're physically possible.
No, they are. These props are all very... I took that into consideration.
Okay.
That's why I said I could tell you how they're going to work and whatever, all the details.
Okay.
Very easy to build. It's like 8 or 9 ideas. I had more, but I said...
We did 9.
I think that's enough.
So, I think, maybe it is 8. I thought it was 9. No, it's 8. All right, so which one?
You just went through 9 pictures and said it's 8.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It's math skills.
I have dyscalculia.
What?
I do. Anyway.
Oh, my God.
Do. Anyway.
This is the difference in generations.
Which one would you like to discuss first,
She
Dad?
has this whatever, and I have a pain in my butt.
Which one would you like to discuss first?
I really don't care. We can start at any one of them. They're all equally wonderful ideas.
Let's start with this one.
All right. I would like to create a centipede.
Yes, my dad's been wanting to make a giant centipede prop for a very long time, and we're planning on doing so. So look out for that video when we do. But if HalloweenCostumes.com wants to do it instead, that'd be cool.
Eating a head, eating a torso. He's already devoured the head. This is my idea for HalloweenCostumes.com. I think it's really cool. I think it'd be scary as crap. You could actually make the guy's body twitch or something. I didn't.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. So essentially, it's a centipede that's holding on to a man whose head he just ate.
And chowing down.
The antennas would be twitching, and the mandibles would be opening and closing, and the head might be raising and lowering. Maybe some of the legs could move. That would be cool.
Yes,
and the body could be like going through that twitching phase after a human's head gets to this is
inspired by the fact that I've had a giant Vietnamese centipede, and it is the cruelest, most vicious creature you can imagine in the world. And
it is
maybe the coolest.
It is the most brutal animal to exist on the planet, quite frankly.
I fed him crickets because I wasn't doing the mouse thing, and it would line the crickets up and hold them and eat them like corn.
It's like torture. It would collect the crickets, and in its leg things, all the way down its body, it would hold them, and then it would walk them up, eat one, get rid of the corpse, and walk the other ones up.
It was a trade centipede, I guess.
It was horrendous. It was horrible. I'm so glad we don't have one anymore, and he wants to get another one.
For a number of years.
Yeah, he wants to get another one, and I refuse to let him.
One of these days.
Never again. When we first got it, we were down in Florida, And the guy said to us, and we were driving back up to to New Jersey, and the guy said to my dad, if this thing gets loose in your car, say goodbye to your car.
Just walk away.
So centipedes are a very disturbing creature. I do not like them, but they'd be really cool.
About that long, I'd say. A little more over a foot long at the time. It was an adult. So.
Yeah, and I definitely feel that it's, it's got like that old school 1950s gigantic bug.
And also flashbacks to the scene from Men in Black.
Yeah.
With the giant roach that they're fighting.
Yeah, that's right. It kind of reminds me of that.
And you could also make him up. You could make him not a typical centipede.
Yeah, you can change his coloring. You could have like green slime coming out of the mouth, maybe.
Whatever. Anyway, it's a cool prop, cool idea. Please vote for it.
Yep. Do you want me to read the concept, product design description?
No.
We'll let them do that?
Yeah.
Okay, it's on there.
We're here explaining it, so. Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to the next one.
All right.
So the next one I want to talk about is a more basic prop. I think it's something that a lot of people want.
I have to say, in all honesty, this is more her idea than mine.
Yes, but it's different than the way I imagine it.
She always wants a Cyclops.
Yeah, so one of our big issues, and if you've watched us before, you know this, one of our big issues is the fact that Home Depot and Lowe's and all these Halloween companies keep coming out with gigantic props, huge 12-foot props. And for some reason, they're not things that would be giant. Like a giant Grim Reaper, or Gravedigger, a giant Scarecrow, none of it is something that would actually be giant. It's just, it's like clowns.
There's no 12-foot skeletons running around out there. There were if you read ancient Greek stuff. There was a skeleton of, who was
Agamemnon?
it? No, I think
Menelaus.
Menelaus was supposedly a giant. And it turned out to be, most people think it was a skeleton of a mammoth.
Yeah,
that's Sparta, history. And was it Argos? Used to fight a war over whoever controlled the bones had to cut their hair.
Yeah, had to do. Yeah,
interesting story.
It's an interesting part of history. But anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, so it's like clowns, in which they take a prop and they're like, oh, let's make a clown version. Now they also do, let's make a gigantic version. And it doesn't work for certain props. It makes no sense. But a Cyclops would be gigantic, A Titan would be gigantic. An ogre would be gigantic. So many things that you could make huge, they choose not to make, and instead choose to make a giant, Reaper or a Gravedigger or something stupid. Anyway, I, as you know, am making or if you've watched this before, I'm making a sword and sorcery scene, in which I'm doing those medieval and ancient mythology type of scenes, inspired by like Conan the Barbarian and Ray Harryhausen, those kinds of things. And
that has the coolest Cyclops.
Yes, that's the Cyclops I actually want. I wish that somebody would get the licensing for the Sinbad movies and the Jason and the Argonauts movies and make those props. Like Home Depot, HalloweenCostumes.com, one of you get the licensings and make those specifically. But that's not gonna happen because the world doesn't work the way I would like it to. So instead, just a typical, basic Cyclops would be great. So what we have here is one that moves its head left to right. Maybe its eye can scan. That would be really cool, like it's scanning the scene.
Oh, we didn't think of putting that in. How about if they use that follow motion that Spirit has?
Oh, yeah, that'd be really cool.
That would be really cool with the eye.
Yeah. Maybe it raises its club up and down.
But I made it a simplified Cyclops. There are other Cyclopses on in the contest, I think, but both are ours. But I made it a simplified one because I know realistically a 12-foot prop, they're only going to put so much
many motions in it, exactly.
So, and you want it to be 12 foot. So if you want to see it get done, you got to do
head moving back and forth, arm
reasonable
up and down.
one. So,
and perhaps the eye moving. Also, you'll notice in a lot of these props, I have the eye glowing white. I prefer when props have white glowing instead of like red or yellow. It just looks better.
I don't
Or
care.
nothing at all. It looks good
Doesn't
when the
bother
eyes
me.
glow white in the background. Just a little thing to keeping your heads
Okay.
places. All right, moving on to the next prop.
Moving on.
Let's talk about this
All
guy.
right. This is one of what I think is one of our better ideas.
So this is a very complex prop that you've come up with here. Would you like to
Little complex.
describe
It's
it?
very workable. All right. You have, now it's meant to be viewed from the back.
Behind.
You have a snake charmer sitting cross-legged. You're looking at behind him. He's got a basket in front of him. Basket goes up, giant snake comes out. Giant cobra. Not usually giant, but a big cobra. The cobra spits at him. He moves to the side and turns his head, which is melting from the spit. But the cobra keeps spitting, so it hits the audience member and gets you with the venom.
Now, of course, it might be worked out a little bit differently because you're dealing with water and electronics. Perhaps it stops spitting and continues spitting after the guy.
It's no
The
different
prop
than the
moves out of the
spitting
way.
werewolf that.
Yeah, but the spitting werewolf's not spitting onto another prop that's got electronics on
Well,
it.
what you could do is have the cobra, when it spits at the prop, spit into the horn, and
Yes,
you could
well,
have a
that's-
pipe going
that's
down
the
into
idea.
a well in the basket. and
Yes. So
keep
that
the water going through.
that was the idea we came up with when we were trying to figure out how to make it so that it wouldn't be a water issue. If I could.
Or
open
you
it.
just have it hit a part of the prop that's waterproof.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do that too, but you'd have
Or
to.
you could have it even just go past and hit you, have him turn his head, and you assume he got hit with the.
Acid at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, venomy acid.
Yes. But it's a cool.
It's
cool
a prop
idea.
that I think needs a little bit of mechanical and engineering working to figure out exactly how to pull it off. But I think it would be a really cool prop. I like the idea
I
of.
could pull it off.
I
Doesn't
like
need that much figuring out.
I like the idea that his face is melting
Yeah.
and like you'd see the skull underneath. I like that it's gonna hit the person. Maybe you could dye the water so that it's like green, although you wouldn't want to stain people with dye.
Yeah, you use something that washes out.
But yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of props that spit at people or that have been over the years.
yeah.
It's water.
And
deal.
also, I like the concept in general. You don't see a lot of different cultural mythologies out there and concepts out there, and this is a really cool one.
It sounds complicated, but it's actually not a complicated prop. And if you don't want to have the snake actually come up, you could have the snake already up when you walk over to it and have him playing the song and then just move it.
You'll
Get you
notice
with the
that
venom.
my dad was very inspired by Indian culture in a few of these props, actually.
Was I?
Yeah.
I didn't notice it.
Well, you've got the snake
All right,
charmer.
well, let's not
All right, well,
jump
let's move
ahead.
on to the next one.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about it.
You were very inspired.
All right.
All right,
This is a
so
cool
the
prop.
next prop we've got, I really love this one. I think this one might be my favorite because I think it's definitely doable.
Okay, you have a chest or a table with Arabic decoration on it, or
Like a
Writing.
pedestal.
a lamp sitting on it. The lamp smokes.
Yeah,
The smoke,
fog
colored
comes out.
smoke starts coming out of the lamp. You hear a voice say, "Who dares disturb the slumber of the jinn?" And then, not from the lamp, but from underneath the cabinet, I was thinking of like the mechanism for Emmeline
Yeah.
and the devil and the scarecrow. That
Well,
spirit.
Emmeline comes more forward. You would want the one of the ones
yeah,
that
the
comes
one that
up.
comes up, the devil or Mr. Dark.
Yeah.
Something like that comes up and out at you.
And so the door would open and the jinn would come up.
Yeah,
Would be really cool.
It would be really cool. This would get people.
Yeah, I think I love this one. I really
Scary
like
Jane,
it.
you could do a lot with it.
I like the mythology behind it, the story, the feel of it.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool.
So as soon as we're done, go on HalloweenCostumes.com.
But for this one
vote
specifically, I
for
love
us.
this one. All right, moving on to the next one. All right, so this one is just straight up Kali,
Kali.
the bringer of destruction.
I was doing a Naga.
Oh,
which is
that's
the other
another one
prop.
we've got. Oh my gosh.
And then I
really?
said, you know what? It could also be Kali. So I put them both in.
Yeah. So this one, what we're picturing is you'd have the 6 arms that she has. The 2 middle ones you'd have still, but the top pair and the bottom pair would move up and down. And she'd be holding different items, like a
Right.
dismembered
The reason I
head.
said the top pair and bottom pair is because you could do it with one motor, moving all the arms. And the middle ones are stationary, but it'd give the appearance of all the arms moving. So it limits the amount of motors you need.
And then she'd have the blue skin that you'd see
Yeah.
in
And it's
our end.
all a question, this one, of how much you want to put into it as far as decorating and to cost. Because this could be a gorgeous prop that would be expensive, and it could be a cheaper prop depending on how you decorate it.
And I like the idea because she's often got her tongue sticking out. So I like the idea of having her tongue maybe move in and out.
I don't know. But she also is always holding a head, a decapitated head, and the lance and the thing. Yeah, the tongue, I don't know.
And I also think it would look
So
good.
how much you want to put into it.
I mentioned before about the white light behind the eyes, but I think like a light blue glow would be really cool because it would go contrast
blue
really
skin?
well. Yeah, with her skin, I think it would.
This
look
would
really
be a cool prop. Vote for it.
Yep,
Cool.
vote for all of them. Oh, also, I wanted it to play like a traditional eerie mantra in the background. I thought would be really cool instead of having her talks and she's got her tongue out, and that would look really dumb. I hate when they have props that have something in their mouth or their tongue out and they're talking despite their tongue being out. So
Yeah.
instead, I would prefer more of an atmospheric music playing, like a Hindi mantra would be really, really cool.
Could use the same music from the Snake Charmer.
Yeah, which we'll move on to. Oh, the Snake Charmer, yeah. But the next one we'll move on to is the Naga.
The Naga. For those of you who don't know what a Naga is, it's a Naga.
It's a serpent, half serpent deity.
Also a
thing.
6-armed woman.
I don't think it's necessarily always has multiple
Yeah.
arms, but our version does. Because we
I
were.
thought she was going to say it's not necessarily a woman.
Oh no. Because we were inspired by the Naga that is in Sinbad and the 7 Voyages.
Yeah, very inspired by Harryhausen.
Yeah, we are, as you know. And once again, I like the idea of the tongue moving in and out of the mouth. I think that would be really cool. Maybe she could make hissing noises.
Should have put it in the description.
It is.
Oh, you added that?
Yeah, I added that.
Oh, she added that.
Yeah, that was me. That wasn't him. Anyway, once again, arms would move, tongue maybe moving in and out, hissing instead of talking. I would like that. And maybe she moves her head back and forth and looks around. White glowing eyes once more.
Okay, sounds good.
What do
It's
you
a
guys
good
think?
Naga.
I like it. I like these
Says-
concepts.
Snake woman.
All right, let's move on to our next one. Yes, so mermaids.
Mermaid.
Go on and
yeah,
explain
so this
it.
is a mermaid prop, but it's made for a specific purpose. I made, you know, the illusion with the green water illusion, made with fog machines and lasers that are very popular now in haunted houses, and people are doing them in their own garages and things. But things rising out of that would be really cool. So I made a mermaid prop that you walk in and she's like this, and it's just a simple prop where she rises up and
Like a
brings her arms
groundbreaker.
up in a threatening direction. And the way you would do it is that it's like a groundbreaker, but her actual torso is fish scaled fabric. And as she rises up, the fabric comes
Like
up and
unfurls.
creates her body and then comes down and back
Yeah.
into the water. So it would be very easy to do, would go great with that illusion.
Maybe if you did a stretchy material
Yeah, whatever is a fat, right.
so that
I'm
it doesn't
picturing
bunch
that-
up too much at the bottom.
I'm picturing that fabric they use on all the props that does have like a nylon
Yeah, so when
Um,
she stretches up, it looks like she's actually coming out and that her body
now-
is coming out.
You don't have to use it. You could just put anything down to look like water or any way you use it. Also, another thing you could do is, if you wanted to build a simple raising platform, you could have her completely below the illusion, come up and then keep going, which would be really cool.
Yeah.
Also, it's a very, it's open to a lot of reskins.
That's true.
you could make this a merman. You could make it a creature
From the Black Lagoon.
from the Black
would like that
Lagoon,
prop.
or any kind of sea creature. So it's a really good.
Or
would be
even
cool.
a demon coming out of the hellhole.
Yeah, it's basically the idea of a rising groundbreaker, but made specifically for that prop to look like it's coming out of the water.
Like it's actually coming out. And,
So you know, it's a good idea.
But although I do like the mermaid idea, you don't often see the evil mythological mermaid, which you often find in fairy tales
Right.
because they're so romanticized.
You can make it really horrible looking. That's the way I pictured it. AI made it, but well,
Hey, I worked hard on getting it to look like that.
yeah, I know.
It's not that easy. It's not that easy to get them look specifically how you want it to look.
What else was I gonna say? I don't know. It's a good idea. I like it. I like the idea of a mermaid rising up out of that. Oh, also, I had put a note in there. It would be a good idea for HalloweenCostumes.com to make a kit for that illusion. Why not create a kit with two lasers, one from each angle, and a fog machine? I believe that's all you need.
Yeah, that would be a
Two
cool
plane
kit
labor,
to sell at a
green
Halloween shop.
lasers that are on a plane, you know, like a simple plane labor that you take measurements with, and the fog machine, sell it as a kit.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Of course, you think it's a good idea. You're sitting next to me. You're not going to tell
It's
me.
not lip service.
That's not true. You would
No,
tell me.
I would
if
tell
it
him. I would tell him. It's not lip service.
All right.
So the next prop we have is also a really cool prop that I think would be totally doable, which is an alien egg.
Yeah. Now, this is more the concept of the prop because the actual picture is not perfect.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
it
it'd work this way, but there are a lot of other ways I was picturing in my head.
So the way he described it to me is you have an egg, and it's the top bit of it.
An alien
you can see
egg.
a very obvious crack, and so it starts to shake at the top, like something's trying to break out of that top. And so the person that's looking at it is thinking that the top's gonna pop off. But instead, what happens is the front opens up and a creature comes out like that.
Right.
And he had me make a sort of caterpillar like creature,
Yeah,
but it
you
could
could
be
do
any
anything,
type
the
of alien.
alien from Alien or from all kinds of creatures. And I was picturing a mechanism, basically a jumping spider.
Yeah.
That's all you need in there. Jumping spider scare, but it's hidden and you're distracted by the shaking on the top, thinking it's going to pop up.
Yeah, I
And it
think this
comes
would
out
be
at
really
you.
cool. It would be, I like the idea of the egg. You don't see that too often,
Yeah,
the little
you
eggs.
can make it really all kinds of a leathery egg, a hard-shelled egg, all kinds of eggs.
Yeah.
You could have a rock or bird creature coming out.
That's true. You could have
A million different things. A bug, So I like this idea too. Give us a vote. Maybe we'll actually see it come to fruition.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I think we only have one left, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, we got through these quick. This one is my dream prop.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right, I'm gonna play the clip for you. Right
This
now.
is inspired by something.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it right now.
It's angelic script.
Thomas?
All right, so now you've seen the clip. It is from The Prophecy, and that's such a cool scene of the war in heaven and hell.
And I kind of had this not moving as a static prop in my cornfield. Right?
Yeah.
For years, I had an
angel that was
impaled on the
Yeah.
spike.
But the idea is we would like the head to kind of move up and down, like it's struggling.
The wings.
And holding, I would prefer it to be holding like this, if you can see my hands, onto the spear, and its legs wouldn't move. And it just kind of be writhing on this on the spear is what you would want.
Yeah, an impaled angel. Also, this is open to a lot of reskins too, because you can make it a demon or just about anything.
Yeah, you can make it a person in the jungle, like an explorer.
Or-
You can make anything that would be on a spear, but we specifically want the angel just because we love The Prophecy so much. And if you guys have not watched The
Make
Prophecy,
a vampire.
you gotta watch Prophecy 1 and 2. You gotta see Prophecy
Christopher
1 and 2.
Walken at
Oh
his
my
best,
God, what
yeah.
excellent movies. Highly
Very
recommend
underrated.
them. But yeah, I put in that I would like it to maybe groan, maybe. It's not necessary, but but groaning would be good. And if it's an angel,
It's always good.
I kind of like the idea of like a bell tolling in the background, just to give it that more, spiritual, creepy feel to it. I thought that would sound cool, but that's just my own little bit that I added in. But yeah, so
These were, so let's admit it, they're great ideas.
you're
So we
rubbing
all
your
want
own
to see
head.
these things come to
stroking your own ego.
come to reality. So we need votes. We need votes.
Yeah, so if you like our ideas, head on to HalloweenCostumes.com and give us a vote. And also, if you guys have ideas, feel free to link them below and we'll check them out.
Yeah. All right. Okay, over and out.
Yeah.
Thank you. Like and subscribe, all that
Bye-bye.
stuff. And vote, 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 vote. Bye.